Hey there, people. It's Electric Shmoo. We're just gonna have a little chat about URLium and and talk about what what I think I will be adding in the future. There's not too much left to add to the mod. I think I mentioned that it's pretty much feature complete. Um, if you can spot the bug that I still left in 1.3, you go ahead and let me know in the comments or post that in the issues on GitHub. If you're competent enough to read the response from a post request in URLium, you are competent enough to parse the book contents. I still have a little mistake that I made. It's not a big problem, and I'll be releasing either a minor patch 1.3.1 or I'll just um, add some more features and call it 1.4.0. Either way, we're pretty much near the end of where I would like to take the mod. A writable book would be nice to be able to edit a book just wherever you are and have that content updated. That would be nice. Um, and I think some mob interaction. I think putting a leash, feeding, killing, harming, getting attacked by a mob. I think that would be some useful information to get out of the game, perhaps. If the entity is dead, you can't really get updates on the entity. So, if you had an objective of finding a sheep and the sheep gets killed by a wolf, then you know that needs to be known by the game server. So we'll see what extra information we'll be able to add to the mob information. But mob entities are all considerably different, so it's not like I can really use one consistent system for everything. Like the the wall signs, I just would have never guessed that they're a whole different Java block entity, but eh, I mean, okay, sure, but it's still the same item. It's the same thing, but anyhow, so that's programming. We'll deal with the bugs if and when they show up. But one thing I would like to do is do some programmatic updates of armor stands and maybe do some animation. Maybe an URLium robot, if you will, to sort of walk around and wave their arms and such. That's a possibility. I just need to add the armor stand mod to enable those movements. Um, I'm fairly certain it's all just NBT data that's stored in the block entity. So that could be interesting. But let's do some painting. Let's just talk. Let's chill. Let's do some mindless painting. I posted a picture over here. So I used my URLium painting wand Python script, and I sat around, and in about 20 minutes I was able to paint my logo. And I noticed that it didn't have a lot of good blue in it, so the only blue I really had to work with was this blue concrete, light blue concrete. And I said, hey, why don't we uh, why don't we put in blue ice and packed ice as another gradient. So let's just sit here and discuss some things. Um, the whole reason that I made URLium was I wanted it to be something where you get to extend the behavior of the game, but not have to use a Java mod. I've used Java many times in my life, and for better or worse, it is what it is. It's an interesting language, not my favorite, uh, and it's got its reasons. Let's do time set day, because it's starting to get dark. Uh, hmm. I think that's actually a brighter blue than the other one. Who cares? Um, so yeah, so I wanted to make URLium a mod extension that lets you decide what language you want to write your actual mod logic in, because having to test and debug and edit and test and debug and edit here with URLium, I've done the Java hook for you to interact your Java with an external web service. Um, so you get to decide what type of game language you want to actually write your mod in. I really should add more color variance to this area. It's a gradient, but there's not a lot of blue. I heard Good Times to Scar complain that there's not a lot of blue blocks, and he's right. There's not a lot of good light blue blocks. It's just, I guess there's a couple here. Um, yeah, I wanted a mod that lets you make what you want to make in the language you want to use, because I know roughly 20 programming languages with intermediate abilities, varying abilities. PHP is sort of my #1 language. PHP 8 is amazing. I do Python, C Sharp, JavaScript, Node.js, and Java. A little bit of Golang, C, C++, some Vala, but about 2 handfuls worth of basic syntax that I will never, ever, ever use again. Um, and that made me say, oh, what a shame, you can only extend the game using Java. And I said, well, why don't we make a mod where you get to decide how you want to extend the game? So that was my theory behind URLium. Um, that was the whole reason I decided to put this thing together. And let's see where this gradient is. There we go. Yeah, okay. This is more closely resembling the logo. I might want to map the colors to a slightly different pixel value. I think the lightness and the darkness is sort of inverted. Uh, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see when we're done. But yes, in terms of what URLium needs to do, I think really I've reached the end of the scope of this particular mod. There is another idea that I have, again, sort of a utility mod, um, that would get and set and create and destroy blocks in groups. So think of it as sort of a way to, in the same way that the create mod lets you glue blocks together, I would like a way to create block groups that you could enable and disable, create and destroy instantly, um, just as a collective group. So otherwise you have to set all these block commands individually. And I think it would be nice if you could say all blocks in group A get placed at this coordinate, you know, 0, 0 location relative to, or yeah, basically just something that you could synchronize the creation and destruction of large sets of blocks, because then I think you could enable some uh, large-scale animations that might be interesting. But I think that would be a different mod. I have a name in mind. I don't want to share it because I'll share it when it's ready, if I make it. But this was my first foray into Minecraft modding. It was really an excuse to get back into Java and just get my feet wet in Java again. I've used it many times in the past, so I said, I think it's time to re-Java myself and see what else there is out there. I do a lot of web development and IT support, and I'm thinking of either leaving the IT field or just finding a new niche. And I'm realizing that yes, this ice is definitely inverted. The colors are definitely lighter for this and darker for the other. So who knows? I might go back and change them again and paste them back down. But I just wanted to put in some color into the barren white background of my logo. it's been pleasant so far. Everyone's been very nice about the mod. I haven't heard people uh, disparage it or insult it. So that's always nice to have people not insulting your work. Haven't gotten a lot of feedback, a little bit of feedback, gotten a little bit of feedback here and there. Really, some comments, um, requests, ideas, any of that would really be very helpful for me to know if this has been of any interest to people out there. Um, Boy, we have a lot of ice over here. Thanks. Okay, is that the limit of the ice? There's the limit of the ice. Boy, it's icy. But yeah, it's freeware, obviously. It's back in the good old days of freeware. So it's good to know that at least even if it is free, that someone out there appreciates it. If anyone does. Um, One of the reasons I do like Minecraft is because it's a game that lets you make what you want to make. There's not a lot of rules. You don't have to beat the game in record time if you don't want to. You get to actually walk through what you built. My first game that I played was SimCity. It was a significant computer game that I played was SimCity, and it was magnificent. It was such a wonderful game. It was, hey, look, you get to create something and not just destroy it. You could destroy it if you want, but um, it was interesting to have something that you could build from. And that's what I liked about Minecraft. I only got into it fairly recently, fairly late into the game. I think 17.1 was my first version, and actually this map is originated from a seed in 17.1. Um, so yeah, I have happy memories of this game so far. Uh, and giving a little bit back in the form of a mod back to the community, I think is uh, a fun way to interact as a programmer with the game. And so I decided, hey, I'll make a mod that lets you make mods without having to code in a language I don't particularly want to code in. Java's nice and all, but it's just not the one that I'm super interested in working in. So who knows? We'll see. Maybe it brings me back into the world of Java, and I start saying, "Hey, I really like this." Uh, who knows? I could be eating my words in not too long from now, and be up to my neck in Java work. That's not a bad thing to be up to your neck in work, especially if you're a programmer. Work comes, work goes. Projects, just about every project ends. There's very few projects that go on forever, and you always have to find something new to work on, and that's a challenge. So this was an interesting thing to a new thing to get my teeth into. Never really did any other game development before, uh, so I've liked it so far, and what I would like to know is what things would you like URLium to do? If there's anything network related, communications related. Uh, we'll see how this gradient looks once we're done here. We're just about done. I don't know. I think there's one more section to do. And let's see. Let's see how long we've taken. Oh, yeah. I think that's I think that's all the colored section, and of course I was right. It did get the shading inverted, so so I'll have to update my script and flip those color values. It's kind of silly. I did a color picker utility to grab them, but I don't think it took into account the particular transparency effect. Well, I know it didn't, so, because we can see that the transparency causes it to be a little darker. Yep, yep, yep. Yep. But oh, looks like there's a little more that comes in over here. Oh, there we go. Um, so if you get a chance, if you feel generous with your time and your clicking, um, like and subscribe to let me know what the internet is interested in. I really don't know. The interwebs are weird algorithm-driven systems that I released math videos in the past that got pretty much no views, and then I released a Minecraft video that was, I don't know, 2 minutes long, and it got a bunch of views in the first day. So I don't really know what the world is interested in. Um, Maybe we're all just running around playing games, and that's what all the clickbait is. People want to get away from the real world. I very much sympathize. So who knows? Maybe this is a way to contribute a little harmless entertainment. I'm not out, definitely not out recycling anyone else's content. Anything you see on my channel is originally produced by me. And goodness, where's the edge of this gradient? There it is. There it is. Yeah, maybe I'll go over this gradient again with the corrected color palette. Uh, let's see. How about this down here? Anybody? Oh, we got more. We got more. Ooh, we fell. Yeah. It doesn't take long to just run around and paint fairly quickly. It's kind of therapeutic. It's a harmless way to spend an evening, just putting a picture in. And I think it's a fairly practical demo of what you could use the mod for. This picture could be pulled from something someone uploaded onto a website. You could literally use like a webcam to grab someone's face and put their face in the terrain, if you were so interested. Are we done with this area? Just a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to update the colors. But lesson learned. Next time I will have the correct palette. Here we can even turn this whole tree into the correct blocks. Just make the whole tree go away. That's therapeutic. Anyhow, I think we're about done. That's all. That's all I'm particularly interested in. I have discovered that yes, my gradient is the wrong way. Such is life. Um, but that's just a little moment with oops, the the URLium wand and the config wand and painting, some paint in place. I hope I hope my rambling wasn't too meaningless and pointless, and that you've found it at least informative of where things are going. I I don't don't think we're going to go past version 2. I think 2 would be just a data cleanup of the mod, but that's all I really have to share with you. Uh, I hope you enjoyed watching me just randomly post things and babble about nonsense. Uh, Again, the Patreon and the subscriptions and likes would be really helpful. And I hope you all have a wonderful day, wonderful time, and go out there, build something fun, build something that you can build something with. I think that's my favorite thing to build. So, having said that, let's go ahead and wrap it up and say there's our improperly colored URLium mod logo. This is your friendly Electric Shmoo, bringing you just some happy hellos. And see you around. Take care.